Look at this, it's so pretty. I think it's a romance visual novel. You know? We got ourselves a little romance guy, I think. Should I do it? You do whatever you want, it's your point. You do whatever you feel like. It's made by Mushroom Aloe. These are the people who made Death and Theology, I believe. It's the same people. Yeah, I think that's the Death and Theology. So they're both of them, they look like they're maybe foxes. He's maybe a wolf and she's maybe a fox. I don't know. You could get the French one 8 times? Are you kidding me? You guys have too many points. I should make stuff more expensive. I thought you guys had barely enough points to turn me into a noodle all the time, but I guess you don't do it enough. I need to start making the other alternate versions of me. I'm gonna need to find an artist to make all of the art for it. But I already have one that I've been thinking, which I've not mentioned. It's one I really, really can't wait to get done. And I really, really hope I can have the money to do it, like in the early 2026. It says I have 3k. On the other hand, it says I have 2,990. What the fuck? That is weird. I just don't spend my points that often. That's true. A lot of people spend their points, but I think you guys are hoarders. You are hoarders. Wolfie also has like 40,000 or something. You guys are hoarders. So you guys tell me if the sound is okay. I think it is right now. I'm gonna do a new game. It's gonna be a lot of reading. If I had multiple transmogrifying options, would you guys actually transform me more often and spend your points? Or is there something you guys want to spend points on? I don't even know. Is there anything you want me to add as a redeem that would make you want to redeem more often? Well, this is it, isn't it? I press my palm against the counter, feeling its every imperfection worn smooth by years of care. Every step in these halls, every creak in the floorboards, I've memorized them all. After tonight, none of it will belong to me anymore. Strange, I thought I'd feel sadder. I've spent a lifetime here, and now I'm too old to take care of it. Akine, I think it sounds like a girl's name, I'm not 100% sure. Maybe like, make you bald, if possible? I wish I could, but that would require that I have the artist redo the art for my character, because that was not an option. But that has been in my head for a while, of like an option to do that. Or maybe I could get maybe a specific model that could go bald, but this one cannot. I just want to save my points, so I have the points for comedic timing. I'm down to 4k, I gotta save up. Oh god, Mr. Juice. Mr. the Juice, you've lost the points. You've wasted so many points. I would be willing to contribute to your list. Do it! Give me ideas. I got the Pixel one. I got a specific IP. I got, that I'm not gonna say right now. Maybe I could have an anime version, like a black and white manga character version. That could be fun. You ran out of Twizzlers? I'm about to have Twizzlers, so I can send you some. I will send them through the brainwaves. What else did I want? The chibi version could be fun. Okay, I'm actually gonna write this down, guys. I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna commit it to writing. Ah, what did I click? That's fine. Polymorph. Anime. The secret one. Chibi. Anime or like manga, like a black and white manga could be cool. I could have a realistic one, like some artist that makes very realistic drawings could be fun. Pixel could be fun. You want me to send you some Twizzlers on the brainwaves? I shall do that later. No, not just contribute ideas. Oh, what do you mean then? Pixel, chibi, has-been, anime, manga. I don't know if realistic makes any sense. I could do like a compound of Victorian era real people pictures and turn it into me. You have my email right since I sent you those pics? Yes, I do have your email. Yeah, I could write back to you, but I won't because that's not the point. I don't want to like abuse the access to your email. What else could we go for? Like a cool thing. Oh yeah, I said the gender band version. That could be really fun. Hello, Wolfie. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. Everybody, if you don't already know Wolfie, you should get to know him. He's been playing a lot of Arc Raiders. Is that what you were playing today, Wolfie? Here's a little shout out. You guys can go and follow Wolfie if you feel like it. And go and watch some Arc Raiders, possibly. Oh, contribute a drawing. That is definitely an option. But the thing is, I like to pay my artists, and I do not necessarily, have the money right now. I'm trying to save the money. Every bit of money that I make through subs is going in a special account that I'm using only for like that sort of thing. Being able to pay the artists. Your character would seem like it would have a more monstrous form. Oh, yes, Mr. Juice. Monster version. Or like an eldritch version. Definitely. I also have been wanting to get maybe a pet. Like an animated pet. Who could be on the stream with us. I haven't decided what kind of animal. I like magpies. I like moths. I love dogs. Maybe it could be a combination of all of the above. We're talking ideas, Wolfie, of like ways of turning myself into new things. Because I used to have the cat girl. Cat girl is another one that I could get. Cat girl. I could get something like that. Maybe the anime manga could be the cat girl. That could be fun. You were playing Arc Raiders, but the servers have gone down, so you raided out early. Oh no, that sucks. Were you having at least a good time? Were you actually winning or getting murdered, unfortunately? Oh, the Death's Head moth. That could be a good one. I think that's exactly the moth that I have in my hair, isn't it? But in pink version. A crow? Like zombie ghost skeletal type crow? As like me transform into a crow? Or the pet could be a zombie ghost skeletal crow? Because that could be fun too. 2 out of 2 successful raids. I mean, aren't all your raids successful? What do you mean? Oh, for the pet. Yeah, the pet could be like a crow. I like a magpie though, kind of more than a crow. It's kind of a corvid too, but it's a different kind of corvid. I like magpies. I have a tattoo of a magpie. All right, so we're going to keep on reading this game. You guys keep throwing ideas if you have any. A ryokan, traditional Japanese inn, without its keeper is just an empty house waiting to be forgotten. Back with the sound, guys. I have seen you play Arc Raiders. What do you mean? Oh, you mean the raids in Arc Raiders. Why did my brain think you meant the Twitch raid? And I was like, I don't get what he's trying to say. I've been streaming for like 6 hours, Wolfie. Gotta be patient with me. I got a little tiny, very tired brain. The game's a bit loud? Okay. Is this better? Well, you can't hear. 1 second. How many times have I cleaned these counters and mopped these floors, greeting guests who came and went like fleeting whispers? Because the second I click back into the game, it's kind of moving on from the sentence. Is it still loud? It shouldn't be that loud. It shouldn't be that loud. I should be louder anyway. So you only reached the halfway point of stream. Yeah. There's 2 hours left of this game that we're starting now. And then Ultima and I will join forces and play another game together. I don't know how long the other game is gonna last. It's called Lock and Key. I think it's also a demo. So it might not be 4 hours. We might have to play something else together. We'll see. I wonder if I would ever find someone to walk these halls with me. Not just pass through them, someone who would wake up beside me every morning. You want a lover, Akine. Is that a boy or a girl name? I don't know. But no one stayed. No one made an impression. I made my way toward the onsen, hot spring, my knees protesting with every step. You know what? They do not need to give us this definition. We're a bunch of weebs. We all know exactly what these words are. I should have left myself enjoy my life more. Are you dying? A persistent thought haunted me, refusing to fade away even in the quiet moments after the guests had departed. This writing is very, very nice, very slow, methodical, and creative. Did I live well? I spent my youth building this place, holding on to it with everything I had, and in the end there's no one left to hold on to me. Oh, that's very sad. I feel so sad for this character now. I might go try to stream Arc Raiders again when the servers come back. That's all good. I hope it does come back and you get to have the best games ever. It would be very funny if she was 14 right now. God, they're like dying, but they're just 14 years old. That'd be funny. So that's the real regret. Sigh. Well, it's too late to dwell on it now. I brace a hand against the wall as I push myself upright. My back cracks, but I force myself to stand with a groan. But my foot slips! There's a moment of weightlessness, followed by a sharp crack as the back of my head meets the stone. We're getting murdered, guys. Then, cold. Water rushes over me, pulling at my limbs. My fingers grasp for an anchor, but meet only emptiness. As the world blurs and my vision tilts, I catch a glimpse of steam swirling above, rising into a night sky that feels infinite and dark. That feels a lot like what happened to me, guys. That is very similar to what happened to me. Kind of strange. Perhaps in another life. Oh, this is an isekai or something. My head feels like someone's hosting a drum circle in there. I inhale, hoping to be greeted by the cozy sense of aged wood and warm sake, but instead, what is that smell? I think, yeah, it's getting isekai'd. That's kind of what happened to me. I got isekai'd. I got isekai'd into the underworld, which is not, I don't recommend it. Salt, fragrant smoke, and sweet aroma of osmanthus. Instead of my dimly lit ryokan room, I see red, a bridge covered in mist. This isn't my ryokan. A sharp chill sinks into my spine. I died, didn't I? The Red Bridge of Souls. I've heard the stories. A place between, a crossing for lost souls. And here I am on a bridge between a life already lived and whatever comes next. I had McDonald's Grinch for dinner. What does that mean? Grinch? Also, you managed to eat your McDonald's this time? Your dad didn't eat it before you got it? That's good. I did the bad decision earlier to order snacks being delivered to me. So it's on its way. And then I'm going to eat some curry later today. And here I am. I made the curry yesterday. It's really good. And here I am on a bridge between the life already lived. What comes next? Why does everything sound so loud? I can hear whispers, low murmurs, the occasional laughter. I was going to read slaughter. Seriously, my ears are starting to ache. Wait, ears? Ooh, I love these. This makes me want to have like nails done. I've never had fake nails done. I like to be able to use my hands to do whatever I want. And these nails look very inconvenient, but also really cute. As in the character, the Grinch, it's an Xmas promotion. Okay, but what is it? I'm gonna check it online. Do we have that here in Canada? McDonald's Grinch? Is it a kind of burger? It's the Grinch meal. What? That's so cute. I want to see what it is. Okay, it's like a Big Mac. It's like a Big Mac. It's like nuggets. Oh, it's hash bites in a box. And you got socks. Did you get the socks? Did you get the socks in there? The only thing that was different for me was I got some gherkin salt and a pair of socks. Okay, so the socks are everywhere, but there's no gherkin salt, whatever that is. I don't know what that is. Oh, and the drink was a mint milkshake. I like mint. I like mint chocolate ice cream. I don't know if I would like a mint milkshake. A gherkin is a pickle. Oh, yeah, I think it's the same word that people use here, but we don't have those at McDonald's. In fact, most people I know get the pickles removed from their burgers, which I think is a tragedy. I would eat all the pickles. A creeping suspicion settles in. I lift my hands. Huh, those aren't my hands, are they? My fingers are slender, smooth, sharp nails, sharper than I remember. Claws? My breath catches. I stare at my arms, my legs. Ah, very nice little feetsies. Okay, we're gonna have to move on because we don't want to attract the feet people. No more wrinkles. No more gnarled knuckles. No more aching bones. Did they find a way to make it so that the main character can be old? Like mature enough to be with an, you know, super ancient, you know, deity or a creature by making her look young but actually have the maturity of a human who's lived an entire and full life? That is interesting. Instead of having like a 16-year-old date a 200-year-old creature, we could be like an 80-year-old dating a 200-year-old. It feels a lot more, the age gap feels a lot less bad. Same, my friends would give me their gherkins from their burgers. That's, people are weird. They should eat the freaking pickles. I guess this isn't safe space for feet people after all. I just don't want to attract the wrong people. I don't want them to just focus on the feet. The hands are much prettier. Look at these. Instead, I am youthful, glowing, radiant. You can't see your own face. That would be silly. Also, boobs. The boobs are too high on her body, but that's okay. I won't be too judgy. Kind of explicit having naked feet. I know, right? People have so sexualized feet that I kind of feel weird having feet on the screen. Oh my. My jaw drops. I pat down my arms, firm. I press a hand to my stomach, flat. I trail higher. No, no way. My hands fly to my chest. They're perky. Oh man. This old lady's having a lot of happiness right now. How are they the wrong people? They're not wrong people. I'm just scared, okay? The internet has made me scared of feet. I just don't know how to express the fear, but I don't want to like insult people. When someone asks for feet pic, it's the same as asking for nudes. Never had anybody ask me for feet pic. I kind of feel insulted that I never got anybody ask me for feet pic, I guess. They're perky. By the spirits above, I have breasts again. Perky, full, no sag, no back pain. This is a miracle. These are the breasts of a woman in her prime, not a retired ryokan owner who needed at least 2 layers of fabric and a prayer to hold them up before. But before I can fully appreciate this cruel miracle, something moves behind me. I have heard my grandma complain about her boobs before. I'm not going to go into details, but it was kind of funny. You're asking for troublemaking statements like that on the internet. I'm not asking for nothing. I'm not asking for anything. What are you going on about? I would never do that. No. I turn my head slowly. I'm naked and I have a tail. I mean, we're attracting the furries now, so I mean, just everybody come on here. A tail! A red furred tail sways behind me, wagging. Oh, my hands tremble even more, trying to make sense of everything. My skin, my tail, my lack of... Oh, I'm naked! I'm as bare as the day I was born, but with a tail, claws, and apparently some kind of breast enhancement. Oh no. A breeze rolls across the bridge. My entire, very exposed, freshly revived, nobody was supposed to see this body, prickles. Stay calm. Stay dignified. Use the tail to hide yourself. It's fine. But of course, there is no dignity left to be had. The fur is already here. That's probably true. I crouch down, wrapping my arms around my knees and curling my tail around myself like I'm trying to create a makeshift modesty shield. But I am not alone. I hear footsteps, no more like claw steps, followed by rustling robes and then something that sounds suspiciously like skittering. I do not turn to look. Absolutely not. I am not entertaining whatever fresh horror that was. A shadow. looms behind me. A robed figure glides past, does a double take, then slowly backs away. Another one, sporting a long serpentine tail, grins at me, showing off a mouthful of sharp teeth. I pretend I didn't see it. Okay, breathe. Red bridge, spirits, the rules of death. Then I'm surrounded by spirits, possibly man-eating spirits. I will not be making eye contact with anything that looks like it might eat me. Deep breath, focus. I've handled rowdy nobles, drunken guests, and several matchmaking attempts. I can handle this. Lucky you not in the chat with Palm. You would wake up all the gooners. That's true. That's true. There's a lot of gooners in Ultima's chat. Sometimes they come here too. The fairies were already here. Yes. I mean, you have seen my art, right? That's true. That's really true. I never really put you in the category though, because I think people can enjoy anthropomorphic characters without necessarily being free. I don't know. Maybe I'm I don't know. Lamias? What's a lamia? Is that the snake people? Alright, first things first, close, and then I figure out what in the world just happened to me. I push myself up, careful, composed, and new arrival, huh? Cute tail. Who's that? Half snake, half human. Oh, I like that. I call them Yuanti because of D&D. Lamias are typically women with the lower half being that of a snake. But I mean, they're kind of also like Nagas, which are upper half is snake, I think. And then the Yuanti are just any sort of combination, but that might just be a D&D thing. Followed by a burst of laughter. How dare they laugh at me? This is a nightmare. I have nightmares when I find myself naked in public. This is very scary. Oh, splendid. Public humiliation on day one. Lovely. Alright, breathe, pretend you're fine. My fingers twitch and something deep inside me whispers, move low, stay quick, bare your teeth if you must. And for once, it doesn't sound like a bad idea. Come now, old girl, you've handled worse than this. I still myself, back straight, chin up. Oh no, not too fast. Suddenly gravity remembers I exist. The bridge vanishes, the lanterns blur, the night air rushes past me like a betrayal. Not this again. This kind of reminds me of Spirited Away, except Spirited Away is a child happening in the story, right? Right? I don't remember. Oh yeah, it was about a bathhouse in Spirited Away too, right? And it was an isekai story. It's very similar, you're right. Naga Queens. That sounds cool. I want to be a Naga Queen. Water again, but this time it feels different. I seem to be breathing underwater. An improvement from earlier, but also an insult. Didn't I already drown today? I feel like I should get a free pass on the second one. But before I can decide to stay here out of sheer stubbornness, the water stirs. A hand grabs me with a firm grip that says, stop embarrassing yourself and get out of my river. Are you telling me the hand says all those things? Oh, well, their grip says this. The grip is saying, okay, that's interesting. That's a nice hand right there. Before I could probably swoon at the sheer commanding nature of it, I'm pulled upward. The title of Furry. Okay, wait, Nagas are in my fave video game. Wait, what? There were Nagas in your fave game? I don't remember. The title of Furry is one that oneself grants themselves. I see, I didn't know that. Even if one fits the description, the most important part is that they give it to themselves. I was not aware of that. It's also the aspect of a bunch of magical creatures in a bathhouse reacting to a new person. That's true. Also, wasn't the girl also the only human there? Everybody else was not a human, right? Before I can properly swoon at the sheer commanding, my head breaks the surface and finally, I see him. I can't wait. He's gonna be cool, right? Be cool! Oh my. Cool or mean? Cool or mean is fine by me. Fave is short for favorite. Oh, I know that, but I don't remember which was your favorite game because I can't even remember a single game with a Naga in it. Like, that's what I'm trying to use to remember the game, and I can't remember. Now, I've seen many men in my life. Strong men, handsome men, men who paid extra for the private onsen package. But this one, He is something else entirely. That's not a man, that's a fucking creepy mask. I was not imagining this. This is scary. White hair slicked against a sharp, sculpted features. Mask covering a tall, broad figure clad in heavy robes. I think the heavy robes are definitely necessary. Also, that's too much. It's too much cleavage and too much muscle. It scares the shit out of me. Looking every bit like an ancient spirit. His breath is steady, but I see the exhaustion in his stance. He looks like an old war banner. Torn, faded, but still standing out of sheer spite. So he's ancient, just like the main character. Heroes of Might and Magic had Nagas in them? I don't remember that. I did play some of those, but that was forever ago. Which is still terribly attractive, by the way. And then I feel warmth. His outer kimono, draped over my shoulders, his hand lingering just long enough to ensure it stays. I feel like I'm reading something absolutely unhinged. I'm probably a little too steamy for stream right now. I hope you guys are gonna survive this steamy read. My, it's been quite some time since I was last embraced by a handsome young man, and with such grave solemnity too. I like that for once the character's really old though. She has a maturity. I like that. Instead of being like a 14-year-old and doesn't know shit about life. It's a very unique thing. You alright? Thank him. I'm gonna not just go like, oh hey, you're hot. I'm like, you know, that's not what you do when somebody saves your life. I'm fine, thank you. How fortunate that you were here. I place my hand over my chest. He watches me, unreadable behind his mask, before nodding slightly. Can you walk? More than I ever have before, actually. And winks. Interesting. The new one coming out is returning to its roots and is in the style of the originals. I'm hyped. I'm impressed. I wouldn't think that a game would be successful going back to their roots like that, because I remember the gameplay was clunky back then. I hope they at least make it a little bit more easy to play. I remember it was very clunky. He slowly extends his hand. Come, I will help you cross. Well, since you're insisting, I take his hand. This man's grip is steady, warm, with a quiet kind of carefulness, and together we walk. Is he like protecting me from the spirits? This is a dream, isn't it? Does it feel like one? I am observing him as if he were an interesting specimen. Don't do that, it's not very nice. Well, I can tell he's beautifully exhausted beneath that mask. Why? Why would he be exhausted? What's going on? Clunky? Yeah, it was kind of, to me, it felt very difficult to play. I mean, that's what movies tell you to do. Get saved. Hey, you're really hot. 9 months later, bam! Baby. That's exactly what it is. You just explained the birds and the bees to chat. Thank you so much. I don't know, you're rather intriguing for a dream. His grip on my wrist tightens slightly. That got a reaction. Because it is not a dream. Well, I suppose if I had to fall into anyone's arms, yours aren't the worst. He doesn't respond, but gently nudges his head forward. You should stand soon, before the cold sets in. Straight back to business then, of course. Oh, hi Tripod. Yeah, Tripod is here. You are a yokai now. The words hit me like a ladle of cold miso down the back. Don't put cold miso down your back. I don't think it has any properties that would be useful to your back. So that's how it happens, exactly. Yeah. You just tell somebody they're hot, and that's it. It's done. The deed is done. I thought as much, but hearing it said aloud. I like how her ears move. It's very expressive. So this is real then. Well, Akine, you have two choices. Fall into an existential crisis or flirt your way through it. Definitely flirt your way through existential crises. How scandalous. I blink up at him, pretending to be all innocent. Oh my, how scandalous. Am I a pretty one? What kind of thing is this? What? That's not what I would have said. That's not what I thought I was gonna say. I'm here on Tuesdays 9 to 4, Fridays 3 to like 8-ish. This is a furry game? Possibly. I don't know. They're the people who made Death and Theology, which I also played this week. And that was another game they told me I could play for the festival. You are an Okami, great wolf deity. Oh, I'm not a fox. Now she might be in a new hot body, but she still flirts like a grandma. I mean, that probably is very close to how I flirt too, because I am pretty much a grandma. God damn it. You're not answering my question, dear. I notice his shoulders tense up a bit, his fingers flex like he's deciding between folding his arms or saying something. I grin. My tail swishes behind me, matching my glee. He lets out a tiny grunt and turns his head like that'll end this conversation. We should keep moving. Oh, he is fun. She is so playful. What are you talking about, Olden Era? It looks interesting. What did I miss? Olden Era? Well, I don't understand. Olden, I don't know. Oh, you mean for the style? Yeah. Alright, so it's true then. I died with unfinished business and came back all supernatural. Humans do not become yokai without cause. Let me guess. Strong emotions, right? The classic cocktail, all in one, desire, longing, and a splash of regret. They always say intense feelings linger after death, and I was practically soaked in it. You understand then. I curl my fingers into the fabric of the kimono around me, grounding myself. It's real, heavy, like the weight of everything I couldn't let go. I didn't want to die alone. That was my final thought. And he probably needs a wife, so there you go. Match made in heaven. The end. If you're a grandma, what's your secret to youth, Noodle? I want to look young and be old too. The secret to youth is going to the underworld and coming back. Kind of stunts your growth, is what I'm gonna say. I was asking what Heroes of Might and Magic game they were talking about. Thank you. And it took me a very long time to understand what was going on in the conversation. That's what happens when you go really old like me. For a moment, only the river answers me. It was powerful enough. Huh. All that yearning, and I end up half drowned in a clingy kimono with a ruggedly handsome masked man. The best response to your yearning, I think. The universe wants you to have a very sexy man next to you. Okay, so is there like a bus ticket together? No. I kind of fell there. It's kind of happened. And I don't know where, so it's kind of difficult for me to point you in the right direction. I've looked for it. I couldn't find it after I came back. It's kind of unfortunate. I'd call it a tragedy, but the shoulders are compensation enough. Or simply enough to refuse fading quietly. Not in denial, nor an answer either, but close enough. I spent my entire life running a ryokan, only to die and become a yokai. Some might call that a bit on the nose. Oh well, alright then, what now? You decide that. A remarkably casual response for something that should be an important revelation. As simple as that? Yes, after all, even as a yokai, it's still your life. Ah, so it comes with free will. Excellent. I was hoping this would be one of those ominous bound to an ancient curse situations. There's the faintest smirk, tugging at the corner of his mouth. Disappointed? Devastated. I look past him at the mist-covered bridge ahead. And where exactly were you heading before I made my graceful descent into the river? Home. Home, And where might that be? There. He lifts his chin slightly and, as if on cue, the mist moves to reveal a structure at the end of the bridge. Is it similar to how you get into the back rooms? I've never checked into that. How do you get into the back rooms? Maybe. I don't know how. Cave diving? Gotcha. I'm good at navigating tunnels. Oh, I wasn't cave diving. I remember how I went there, but I don't know. It didn't work the same way to come back. But I'm like keeping all of that information from when I write my biography, guys. I'm gonna write an autobiography. Oh, you want me to hydrate? Sure, thank you so much. I'm gonna drink a little bit of water. You get into the back rooms by accidentally no-clipping real life in the wrong spot. That's pretty much what happened. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. I ended up in an underworld of some sort. It was really fucked up. Is that a ryokan? He lives in a ryokan. Look at this, it's gorgeous. I want to go there. Yes, a ryokan in the spirit world. Indeed. And you live there. Yes. Is he also looking for some company? I cross my arms, sizing him up. He's as unreadable as ever, but something about his tone is humoring me. With rooms? Yes. And is one of those rooms just so happens to be empty? He shifts ever so slightly, realizing that he has walked straight into whatever trap I have set. Gotta make sure to stay hydrated when playing thirsty games. Yeah, you're right. Also, I've been talking a lot. It's like, what, 6 hours of talking by now? It's a lot. Tripod be getting into them tunnels like a warrior. That's a 50-50 if you go either the never-ending tormenting backrooms or the underworld. I think so. I think that's a possibility. It might be a smaller possibility because I don't think there were a lot of other people in the underworld where I went. It was pretty desolate. Perhaps. Oh dear, very fortunate for me. His arms cross over his chest and for a second, I swear he's fighting back the urge to smirk. And you intend to claim it just like that? Also, he kinda already like saw all of your business, girl, so I mean, you can stop being so silly about it. Darn, you got lucky. Lucky and unlucky, I'd say. But I guess the back rooms would have been worse. Because I don't think I would have come back from the back rooms. Well, I did just die and come back as a yokai. I feel that entitles me to at least one complimentary perk. One for now. I tap my chin, pretending to think. Tell you what, I'll earn it. Let me help you out at your inn. Sweep a few hallways, clean the guest rooms, and look breathtaking while doing it. It'll be a fair trade. There's a beat of silence, then. I have made a mistake. Wonderful! I'll take it! A long, slow exhale escapes him, and for a moment, I think he might just walk right back into the river to escape this. Instead, without another word, he simply turns on his heel and continues walking. I follow him with a grin on my face. This is adorable. I think I'm gonna blow Hades' hair out while I'm down there. I didn't get to meet Hades. It wasn't, unfortunately, an underworld that is, you know, known to people. So I didn't get to see any Greek people or, you know, Hades, the god, or Persephone, or anybody interesting like that. I'm sad. If I could choose where to go if I no-clipped, I would choose the underworld. Which one? There's multiple underworlds. The ryokan looms ahead and I can see the wooden panels softened by time and lanterns hanging limp from the eaves. It isn't in ruin, but it looks like it wouldn't mind the excuse to be. My freaking snacks are going to arrive in like an hour. This is ridiculous. Anyway. This is not quite what I had pictured. Not exactly welcome, weary traveler, enjoy your stay, is it? No. I give him a sidelong glance. He says nothing, but his face is steady. This isn't how it used to be, is it? It was. A neat little deflection, but I have lived long enough to recognize it. I see, so you expect me to believe this place was always this charming? I can practically hear the unspoken sigh before it leaves him. You are not going to let this go, are you? Not a chance. Wait, is that amusement I detect? And then at last we step inside. Snacks? Yeah, I ordered snacks. I'm being irresponsible, but it's fine because it's Christmas soon. And then at last we step inside. Oh, not the good kind of oh, more like the oh dear, what have I stumbled into? When you open a drawer and find a rotten snack that could double as an exorcism result. It's worse than I thought. A ryokan should be warm and inviting, but this place feels like it's waiting for someone to tell it it's over. This is a disaster! Yes. Wow, just like that, no attempt to sugarcoat it. Would you believe me if I tried? Fair point. What happened here? I lost the power to run it. You say that like you misplaced it under a cushion. Would have been easier if I had. Oh, interesting. You were supposed to elaborate on what snacks? Oh, I'm sorry. You need to ask with a question mark. I don't read minds today, Wolfie. Today, I am managing to stay in my own brain. I'm not reading other people's brain. I got Twizzlers because Dinosaur was talking about Twizzlers earlier and got me inspired. Reese's Cups and dinosaurs. And I'm probably gonna eat 4 of them and feel nauseous because it's so sweet, and that was gonna be it. But I still got a lot of sugar. And how long has it been like this? Very long. That at last I believe. I should just walk away. This is not my problem nor my responsibility. But still, I know this feeling. I've lived this feeling. I know what this is like. You're far too tired of keeping this place, but you know it will die with you if you don't hold it together. His hands are unmoving, but his shoulders tremble, betraying him. Looks like I hit a nerve. Have you changed your mind then about staying here? He kind of comes off as kind of like the Beauty and the Beast. He's like cold, doesn't want us around, trying to scare us off. But truly, his heart is just going to melt. Oh, your milkshake is super sweet, but like mint and sweet is kind of a weird combination. I blink. That wasn't what I'd planned to say, but looking at this place, I can't see an inn like this and walk away. Not when it still has bones strong enough to stand. You see, old ladies, we just like bones. We just think of the world in terms of bones. And now this is a reference to the start of the stream, guys. Those who were not there and were not part of the bones conversation, don't take it out of context is all I'm gonna say. He is completely failing at turning her away. Yeah, he is. It tastes like diabetes? Oh no. Stop it. You shouldn't get diabetes. Avoid it as much as possible. No, I haven't changed my mind. I'm not just going to help out. I'm going to help you revitalize it. Because deep down, even after death, I'm still an Okami. Still someone who believes an inn like this deserves life. Help? Yes, surely you haven't been left to your own devices for so long that you've forgotten what that means. I'm aware of the concept, but I don't need it. Oh, I'm sure you don't, but that doesn't mean you should turn it down. People offer help, then they leave midway, or make it worse. Oh, he's a broken dude. We can fix him, guys. We should fix him. I like this. I like this kind of story. This is good. I'm liking this. I'm enjoying myself. Oh man, my snacks are never arriving. It looks like nobody picked up my order. Nobody's picking up my order. I'm so sad. Possibly because he's just getting completely charmed by her. Possibly. He saw her boobs in her butt and her feet. Pretty sure, like, you know, he's hooked in, whatever that means. My English teacher in middle school had diabetes. I have had friends and also family members who have diabetes. It's really, really, really hard. People have a hard time with it. The tale of Daimyo, Beast, and Geisha Belle. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so don't think of it as help then. Think of it as professional meddling. Persistent. And you're stubborn. He exhales slowly as though bracing himself. I've written so many stories like this when I was a teenager. This was my kind of story. That's what got me into writing initially. What do you gain from this? A place to stay, obviously. You want to stay. With me. Even though we just met. He sounds more amused than betrayed. Yes, well, technically I just died, so I think I'm entitled to make a few impulsive decisions. Yeah, and follow the first cute stranger you meet. Sure, do it. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You die again, you come back to life again, right? Besides, it's either you're creepy ryokan or wandering around until something with detachable jaws decides I look crunchy. And my gut says you're not the type to take advantage of a woman. Don't go putting that into his head, woman. I tilt my head slightly, watching for a twitch or any sign of protesting. Nothing, just calm, tired silence, which does not mean anything. Doesn't mean that he wouldn't. Would you just dress random people, girl? Besides, you need help, and I need purpose. Let's not complicate a mutually beneficial arrangement. And you assume you can do better in keeping this place than me. I know I can do better. His ears prick up as if I've genuinely surprised him. You claim experience, then? Dear, I used to walk barefoot through corridors, balancing ledgers, calming guests, and yelling at staff, all before breakfast. I let the silence hang, watching him piece it together. Then tell me, Okami-sama, what would you do to improve it? For starters, get rid of the cobwebs before they start charging rent. There's dust on every surface. The lanterns are so dim I thought we were holding an exorcism. And I'm pretty sure I felt something evil whispering in that cupboard. Oh, somebody picked up my food! Yay! Okay. I motioned toward the dust-covered reception table next. This looks alarmingly shoddy. Guests should feel welcomed, not like they're auditioning for a background role in a ghost story. I glanced toward the empty seating area, where the chairs look rather dusty and unkempt. Oh, I know why I've skipped your... Wolfie, you've talked in the past, like I think it was yesterday, you were chatting and I was skipping the stuff you were saying. I just look at your name color and the stream elements color, and it's so similar that I think my eyes have gotten used to ignoring that blue color. And that's why I kind of skipped what you were saying yesterday. I think that makes sense. So I hope you don't take offense if I ever do that again. I glanced toward the empty seating area where the chairs look rather dusty and unkempt. My ears lower instinctively. The sight tugs at a quiet ache in my chest. This place was meant to be lively, and now it just sags. You finally feel seen? You are seen, Wolfie. Back in my ryokan. Oh, what a time that was. The lanterns always glowed warmly, the sake never stopped flowing, and I knew the name of every guest who ever dared to flirt with me. Only those who dared to flirt with her. The others, who cares, you know, whatever their name was. I may have been alone behind the curtains, but the halls never were. Laughter, footsteps, whispers in the night, sometimes scandalous, sometimes not. It was a home, noisy and beautiful and alive. While this is a shrine to silence. This whole place is a tragedy. And you believe you can fix this. I know I can fix this. Arrogant. If you are as skilled as you claim. Yes, but you're welcome to test me. He studies me for a long moment, and I catch the precise moment he realizes he's going to lose this argument. Fine, but don't blame me when you fail. There's the answer I was hoping for. You will work here then. Naturally, and you will follow my rules. I don't know about that. Define follow. The man just turns on his heel, expecting me to follow. This is going to be entertaining. Well then, now that you've sort of accepted my offer, I suppose I should at least know who my boss is. Shimon? And who exactly are you, Shimon? I am one of the 4 mythical beasts. What kind of beast are you? You're a tiger? He answers with the casual indifference of someone commenting on the weather. I beg your pardon? The azure dragon, the vermilion bird, the white tiger, the black tortoise. Can I also flirt with the other 3? Because that could be fun. I'm the white tiger. I got that with the mask, as in the white tiger. The very same. Slowly, I let my gaze travel up and down, actually looking at him. This frail, wilting, daikon radish of a man is the legendary Byakko? Huh. He watches me with quiet amusement. This man definitely knows what I'm thinking. And how, pray tell, does one of the 4 mythical beasts end up like this? That is not important. I think it's very important. You're free to think so. I exhale sharply through my nose. Fine, I'll let it go. For now. Fine, let's start over then. I am Akine, former Okami of a ryokan Tsukikage in the human world. Harage, it was kind of came to mind, but that has nothing to do with that. Kage, I don't know what that is, but Tsuki is moon, so it's something moon. I ran my ryokan for decades. I know how to handle guests, manage staff, and maintain order. You've already stated that, lady. Do you now? A challenge? Oh, delightful. Dear, I once managed a summer festival, 3 weddings, and a pipe burst all in one day, while wearing a kimono with a busted hem. I practically breathed hospitality. I kept that place running on time, under budget, and with guests so happy they left gifts. Shimon doesn't answer before shaking his head sarcastically. Bold words for a wolf who drowned in a river. Excuse me? I was not the one who was fished out like a wet shivering pup. I was just testing the current. How fortunate then that I arrived before your test reached its conclusion. Fine, he won this round. Welcome then to your new home. Well then, boss, shouldn't you be showing me around? Surely you have some idea of what I'm supposed to be doing. Perhaps. Oh, this is pretty. He moves with the grace of someone who refuses to acknowledge his own exhaustion. Why is he so tired? Does he need to drink blood? Because I can give blood. Naturally, I match his pace. If I wanted, I could glide ahead effortlessly. But there's something entertaining about watching him pretend he's not running on sheer willpower alone. Just as I'm considering how long he'll keep up the act, I catch sight of my reflection in a dusty mirror. Right, I'm still wearing his robe. It's scandalously slipping off one shoulder, draping around me in a way that could either be elegant or suggestive, depending on the lighting. My, and here I am strolling through your home in nothing but your clothing. What would the spirits say? Shimon stops mid-step and turns to me. You require proper clothing. Do I? I think this look has a certain charm, a bit daring, quite refined actually. Stay here. Such a commanding tone. He doesn't dignify me with a response or rude and disappears down the hall, leaving me alone. I take the opportunity to glance around. What was this place like before, when it was alive? And why does he seem so reluctant to talk about it? Before I can dig too deeply into my own curiosity, Shimon returns, carrying a neatly folded kimono. The moment my fingers brush the fabric, I notice something immediately. It's well kept. There is a faint, lingering scent, soft, floral, and distinctly not his. A woman's scent. Whose kimono is this? Do I push it? Or just thank him? You know what? I'm just gonna thank him. I don't need to know. Thank you. I say it gently, accepting the kimono. I could ask, I want to ask. The scent clings like memory. Someone cared for this, or was cared for, but we've only just met, haven't we? But perhaps some stories aren't meant to be touched with curious fingers right away. The fabric brushes against my skin, and nostalgia washes over me. I wore a kimono like this once, long ago, on the night my heart first cracked open. He said he couldn't stay, said the inn was too quiet in the winter, and yet he had no trouble keeping warm in someone else's arms the following spring. I remember watching his back as he walked away, snow in my sleeves, sake in my blood, and pride in my spine. I smiled, waved, bowed like a good hostess, and cried into the dishwater after midnight. That's so sad. It seems very hard to get anything out of him right now. Might be best to wait. Yeah, I think so. He's just very closed off, and I think pushing it would be like with Shadowheart. If you push early on, she doesn't like you. A youth, so dramatic, so hydrated. It's long past now. I'll take good care of it. He doesn't answer, but the brief flicker in his gaze tells me he heard me. Change quickly, there is still much to see. I decide not to push further, not now. Do I change in front of him, or do I go in a room? This hallway leads to the guest rooms. How many are there? Oh, I tied up my hair, it's so cute. It feels like I'm really listening to someone read fanfic. It kind of feels like I'm reading fanfic right now. it does read like that. I'm watching Marcus and Robert while I'm watching you. Who's Marcus and Robert? Is that like your dogs? Your cats? Kinda sounds like maybe they're animal names? How many are there? More than enough, but they are unused. Don't worry, boss, I have plenty of ideas to bring life back to this place. I will reserve judgment. He strides ahead before I can retort. There are VR people that are funny. Oh! I've never watched somebody like stream VR stuff. Maybe I should do that eventually. That sounds interesting. There's something familiar in this, not the walls but the rhythm, walking the halls, checking rooms, holding it all together. I did this for decades. I'm gonna check one little thing here. Okay, what's her name? Ultima is talking to me. What? She wrote to me like 40 minutes ago. Okay, I finished replying. I did this for decades. I watched him just ahead, shoulders heavy in that way I remember too well. Was he always this quiet, or did the ryokan take his voice like it tried to take mine? This is one of the guest rooms. Oh! He slides the shoji door open with a smooth motion, revealing the room inside. Wolfie! I love your monstrosity. I hope no one died in this room. Oh god, it looks like somebody died in here for sure. Look at this little one! It's a little white tiger! Shit, I didn't read what he said, then I clicked. His voice is as dry as the air in here. Seems like evil spirits are the only ones staying here. This needs to change. I swished my tail, stepping further inside. A little warmth, a little charm. A lot of exorcism and scrubbing. And this place could be something special. Oh, he said not yet, thank you. I wasn't looking. I simply cannot wait. Alright, first order of business. Who's cleaning all this? That would be you. My dear, you really think I'd fall for that? You are the Okami now. Yes, and a proper Okami delegates. Speaking of, where are all the staff? Surely you weren't running this place alone. No, there were others. Were? A soldier spirit who cooked, a broom that never stopped sweeping, a lazy river dweller who barely did anything unless bribed. I love this! When my strength faded, they withdrew. Yokai bound to a place need energy to remain. Without it, they slumber or disappear. Perhaps, or waiting, I can no longer tell the difference. He says it like it doesn't hurt, but something in his voice tells me it does. His weight shifts, something is off. Boss? His posture wavers, his balance falters, and before I know it, I have to grab him before he hits his head on the floor. He collapses. Oh, I don't catch him. I thought we were gonna catch him. Shimon! I move without thinking, catching him before he fully crumbles to the floor. There you go, we catch him. He's lighter than I expected. Surprisingly so for someone built like a tragic mountain god. I thought I'd need divine intervention or at least a sturdy wheelbarrow. Well, now, look who still has upper body strength. You overdid it, didn't you? Silence. I sigh, pressing my fingers lightly to his wrist, checking the pulse beneath his skin. Wait, do you guys even have a pulse? I'm alive. I smooth a stray lock of white hair away from his mask, brushing it carefully behind his ear. You really don't take care of yourself, huh? This is silly. This is such a little romantic silliness. I need to go mute servers so that when Ultima responds to me, I don't lose the response and ignore her for too long. You really don't take care of yourself, huh? It looks like he might respond, but in the end he doesn't. Lucky for you, dear. You just hired the best Okami there is. He groans softly. I take that as acceptance. Now where's your room? Unnecessary. And so he's one of those, the quiet brooding types. He's been a quiet brooding type for a long time, girl. If you're just picking up on that, you're silly. Who wear their past like a second mask and dare you to ask what's underneath. Let me guess, you think you can sleep anywhere, don't you? Yes. No, absolutely not. If I let you, you'll curl up in some drafty hallway and waste away in your sleep. A proper ryokan master must have a proper room. He exhales aggressively. The nerve. Look, you can fight me on this, or you can just tell me where it is and I'll let you sleep in peace. Your choice. End of the hall. Alright, boss, up we go. If this carries on, I will have to plug in my headphones. I don't think it's going to go there. They asked me to play this on stream. They know the cat's doing proper stuff. I hope. The moment I have to undress him, I will, switch and hide whatever happens. Shimon's room is unsurprising. It's organized, spotless even, but it is also the most lifeless space I've ever stepped into. This is the room of a man who has decided to live his life as an aesthetic exercise in suffering. That just reminded me of like the pictures of guys on Reddit who just take a picture of their place and they have like one random chair in the middle of the living room right in front of their gaming TV or something. No table, no nothing, no furniture, no decoration. This is exactly this. If someone walks in, I'm just going to pretend I'm watching porn to save embarrassment. Is porn less embarrassing than this? What are you on about, Wolfie? I don't think this is embarrassing. You're watching a girl read, you know, a little story. It's perfectly normal. I'm just reading you a little bedtime story so you have sweet dreams. I shift my grip again, still surprised I'm carrying him at all, to be honest, and lower him carefully onto the futon. The second he touched the mattress, his body fully gave in to the exhaustion. You know, most people keep something in their room, a trinket, a book maybe, like anything that suggests they have feelings. Silence, which is expected, but still. Do I change his clothes or take off his mask? Which is worse? I think he would probably take offense to the mask a lot more than the clothes. But I don't want to do the clothes because I don't know how appropriate it's going to be for the stream. But I think he wants to wear the mask and hide his identity and hide his emotions. What do you guys want me to do? You decide. I'm not deciding this. I'm not showing my hand here. You decide. I'm not doing anything until you say something in chat. I'm sorry. I'm not choosing. You can always hide the screen and pick clothes. I mean, sure. But, you know. There are a third option to change games. I mean, we could change game, but we are changing game for sure in 1 hour. So if I change game right now, before I undress this guy, we would only have 1 hour to play it. We unlock that in an hour. In a way, that's what happens in an hour. This is the game that people voted on, Wolfie. You should have voted. You should have, you know. I think you were in there when they voted. I don't know what to do. You just close and two, thank you. Being decisive helps. Shimon is drenched in sweat, good to know. Without thinking, I reach for the collar of his robe, loosening the fabric slightly to help him breathe. My fingers brush the warm skin of his chest. It's searing. His skin radiates an intense amount of heat. Oh, Kami-sama, he's burning up. And yet when I touch him, I'm the one holding my breath. I'm just a single man. I cannot outvote the gooners. I mean, I always go with the first person who says something. So you could have won, Wolfie, if you had decided before N2. Both conflicting. I went with the first one that I saw. His hand twitches as he gestures toward the wooden chest in the corner. He's asking me to keep undressing and redressing him, maybe? So he's aware. He's aware I'm undressing him? I'm not comfortable with this. I thought he was unconscious. And very much letting this happen. Okay. I knew he was more comfortable about this than the mask. Your clothes are in there? He gives the smallest nod, head tilting, observing me. I move to the chest, slide it open. Inside, a stack of folded robes identical in design. I grab one from the top and return. All right, let's get you out of this, boss. No funny business. I'm doing this as a professional, a responsible adult. I kneel beside him, fingers brushing his shoulders as I pull the outer robe down slowly. The damp fabric clings before giving way. My palm accidentally grazes the curve of his back. Yeah, accidentally. I'm sure. I was hoping my silence was answer enough. I thought we were both referring to the game vote. Oh, no, not, well, I mean, I kind of mentioned the game vote, but I also wanted you guys to decide what we were going to do. And you and two, all the first one who gave me an answer as to the two options. So if Wolfie had answered before you and said the mask, and then I would have done the mask, is what I was saying. Shimon inhales sharply. A tremor runs through his arm. Hold still, all right? Yay, the snacks are on the way. I can see the guy is coming. Shimon exhales slowly now, then speaks with a low tone. You're very thorough, Okami-sama. What does that mean? What? My fingers freeze just below his collarbone. They didn't go very far. My heart does something rather scandalous. This man is trembling, but he still has the gall to tease me like this. I swallow the urge to retort. There, that's better. You'll be back to grumbling at me in no time. I trace my thumb carefully along the edge of his sleeve, a light, pointless touch. Why did you do that? I convince myself it's to adjust the fold. We both know it isn't. What am I hearing right now? Welcome in, Sins. You have arrived at just the right moment. We are undressing our new friend here, and he's got a fever, you know, so it's not like it's not weird. We're just making sure he sleeps in dry clothes, okay? Sleep well, Shimon. And there you go, he sleeps. You see, I didn't do nothing scandalous. Now that that's settled, he really was planning to shoulder all this alone, wasn't he? How long has he been carrying this weight? There's no staff to help out in this broken place, and this man is too stubborn to ask for help. But I've always had a soft spot for beautiful things in need of repair. Yeah, we can fix him. We're gonna fix him, guys. And you, White Tiger, are long overdue for someone to take care of you for once. I will drag this place back to life, and maybe you along with it. Alright, this place is a mess. Let's fix that. Oh shit, I can actually do something. Nice. Ice sharp, dust, cobwebs, gunk, whatever doesn't belong, it's getting evicted. Yeah, I'm gonna fix him good. He's gonna feel like new. You know? This is still a ryokan, gosh darn it, and it will start acting like one. The environment will change once you cleaned everything. Nice, let's keep finding and clearing every nook and cranny. The more I clean, the lighter the air will feel. There are 3 objects that can give you information about Shimon's past and the history of the ryokan. Find them before the area is cleaned to unlock a secret scene at the end of each chapter. What do you think the secret scene is? And who knows, I might dig up a few little secrets the boss forgot to dust over while I'm at it. Could this be a secret thing? Could this be a secret thing? Is this a secret? Or do I have to go on the map here? Oh, yeah, we can do the outside first. Well, that's either caused by swamp gas or a creature lurking underneath the water. I don't want to deal with either. So there's the water dwellers probably here. Oh god, they're knocking at the door. I'm gonna go get my snacks to be back. Literally says on my order not to knock, to just leave the shit at the door. God damn it, he had to give it in my hands. He looked like a sweet guy, but I think he needs reading comprehension. I got Twizzlers! I'm gonna grab one Twizzler, and we're gonna keep on fixing this guy. I'm not eating dinosaurs first. I don't want dinosaur to be dead right away. Okay, what do we have then? The hands? Absolutely not. I refuse to be dragged underwater by those hands. I get it. They're creepy. There's a spirit here. Oh, wonderful, whispering from the trees. Probably eavesdropping spirits. Oh god, there's another one here. Glowing eyes watching me from the mist. Lovely. Exactly the atmosphere I wanted for a cozy ryokan. What is this name? Oh, I found a thing! An ofuda. Whoever the writer was, they prayed for Byakko, not to Byakko. Intriguing. Maybe this? Well, this little embroidery has hand-stitched initials in white letter. M. No guest takes the time to embroider a napkin just for fun. What is this here? There's getas here. There's a plant. There's a lock? Oh, it's a charm. A charm tied with careful knots. I don't think it's a mere decoration. I told Ultima I'm torturing you guys. I wonder if Shimon's strength had already waned back then. Okay, now we remove dirty spots and exercise spirits. How do I exercise a spirit? How do I clean? Murky water, murky history, murky everything. Honestly, boss, what were you doing out here all those years? I don't see what I'm supposed to clean. I don't get it. Every time you unfocus the game, I think the stream froze. I'm sorry. It's the game is set up that it kind of stops doing anything if I click out. But Ultima keeps talking to me, so I don't want to... Press O? I start doing anything. Well, I guess we're gonna go inside. I don't think I know how to exorcise spirits. We can go to the entrance. There's a box. Packed but never used. Or maybe whoever had this left in such a hurry that it was forgotten. I wonder why Shimon never bothered moving it. I think it said left click earlier, didn't it? There's no explanation. Shit. Well, I'm gonna try it here. Right above the guest book, that's just rude. No one wants to sign in under a spider ambush. Yeah, but how do I clean stuff? Oh, even though the writing has faded, he still keeps it here. This wooden plaque is important to him. What is this there? A little light would be nice, preferably the non-ominous kind. What else? This? A torn scroll. Either someone left in a hurry and accidentally ripped it, or there was a fight, and this was the aftermath. The book? Oh, guest should be signing in, not having a sneezing fit. Let's clean this guest book. But look at his handwriting. Very sophisticated, very intricate. I think whoever wrote this was probably the type who labeled all the storage jars and rearranged the towels when bored. Okay, we got the 3 items here. Let's go to the guest room. Oh, darn ad, sorry. This figurine looks handmade, a crude shape, but with love in every dent. It's a tiger, like the Byakko. Shimon kept it, so either he's sentimental or really bad at spring cleaning. There's tentacles coming out of the closet. That's so funny. Serene mind like still water. A mind unruffled by events and the stresses of life. Is that what the writer strived for? This letter's been hidden and folded so many times before. I read the sentence, Dear Shimon, and immediately close it again. I don't think it's my place to snoop around. Yes, it is. Of course, because sleep paralysis wasn't terrifying enough. Q is like the menu. I don't know what to do. Hello, welcome in, Hussein. What are you going on about? Lizard? Who wants to sleep with a cobweb over their head? Oh, I have to shake my hand. A beautiful view like this, ruined by spiders with no sense of hospitality. Blasphemous. Blasphemy. I hope Shimon doesn't keep a literal corpse in here instead of figuratively. Alright, I found how to do it, guys. Why are you hitting your... What? Why are you hitting yourself, Hussein? Imagine sitting here and a face peeks from behind the glass like a clingy past lover. I think I could think of things that are worse than a clingy past lover, personally. Like a serial killer, a stalker, a peeper. Those are all worse than a past lover, personally. I hope this isn't a guest's leftovers. That would be very awkward to clean. I'm not touching it with my bare hands to make sure. Yes, you are. Okay. If anything lunges out of this closet, I swear I'm setting it on fire with sake. Did we do this? Oh, there's something on the ceiling too. I think we did it! Area clean. Okay, we did one. Or even worse, a lamb. That would be worse. Indeed. Wizard number 2. Okay, we can go back to Red Bridge. Everything she was saying made me feel like I wouldn't be able to clean anything. But actually, if I just click again, it works. What else? Okay, what else do I need to clean? Oh, I don't think about what caused it. Just scrub it clean. This is dirty. Okay. What else is dirty though? The ivy? Nature is reclaiming this place. I suppose I should reclaim it off with you, vines. There, we did it. So much more welcoming, guys. Doing a good job. And now let's handle the entrance. Of course, there's dried blood on the floor because this place wasn't creepy enough already. There's footsteps. Someone is still waiting here. But for what? Or who? Oh, that was so scary. What the hell? Ah yes, a cobweb to the face. More haunted manner than ryokan, really. The poor plant is trying its best, so the creepy crawlies have to go. I think the windows are the only ones dazzling in this ryokan thanks to these suspicious yellow stains. You know, if you're going to lurk inside the cupboard, at least offer to help us. We did it! Oh, this is very pretty. I step back, surveying my work with no small amount of satisfaction. The dust? Gone. The cobwebs? Vanquished. The evil spirits are probably migrating somewhere else. Then I hear footsteps behind me. I turn just as Shimon enters and... Oh, no. I thought he was naked. Okay, he's not naked. It's good, guys. Why is he handsome? What do you mean? He's not different. Why does he look like that after barely a nap? My skin has color again. No, his skin has color again. His shoulders look broader. His jawline is more defined. And I bet I can use it to slice mochi. Don't do that. That would stick to his face. Again, sleeping for a little bit changed his appearance so drastically. Is that even allowed? I mean, you just cleaned his place. You literally worshipped his home. I think he's invigorated by that lady. My gaze absolutely betrays me, and of course he notices. Ahem. I clear my throat so hard I might have dislodged my spine, and immediately throw my hands toward the freshly cleaned lobby. Well, Look who's up and walking. What do you think? It is acceptable. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I mishear? Because it sounded like you just undersold my miracle work. Everything is still standing. That is an improvement. I gasp, hand to my chest like he just struck me with a mortal wound. Everything is still standing. After all I've done, this is the level of praise I get. You chose to stick around a guy who literally doesn't want to be nicer, girl. Just you know, accept that he's not going to be nicer. Would you prefer a ceremony, a festival in your honor? A small compliment wouldn't hurt. I will see if the spirits can play instruments. Did he just joke back? Did my ears trick me? Admit it, you're impressed? You did well. Wait, say it again. She's got a praise kink. Okay, that's good to know. No, just once more please, so I can cherish your compliment. I will say only this. It is nice to walk through a place that does not resemble an evil spirit's final resting place. Aha, victory. I fold my arms triumphantly while he, well, I can't tell what his expression is under that mask, but I know that he approves. Perhaps it is time. Time? To reopen, start gathering power again. Then let's do it! I step forward, tilting my head, watching him closely. I'll make this ryokan shine again, boss. Just you watch. We will see. No, we will succeed. And this time, he doesn't argue. The ryokan creaks as if exhaling for the first time in years. The dust may have settled, but the real chaos, it's only just beginning. Oh, is that the end of the demo? This wasn't in the schedule. I said, let's have tea near the bridge and watch the river. Not, let's accidentally dig up your entire emotional history, boss. Oh, we got the scene because we did all of this stuff around. But here we are, right before the inn is about to open its doors again. Figured we could both use a moment to breathe before someone inevitably demands a refund since we are understaffed. So I set the cups down, I still a glance at him and say, tea? Shimon sits across from me as I pour the tea. Tell me something, boss. Have you ever shared tea with someone as alluring as I am? Woman, you can hold that kind of thought in your head, you know? Don't need to say that out loud. I would rather not answer. You'd get cocky. So you just answered, dude. He thinks he's clever tonight. Careful, say one more charming thing and I might start thinking this is a date. It is tea. He sips unbothered while I sip louder and very bothered. You're lucky I find deadpan charm appealing. I used to sit like this with someone many years ago. He had lovely hands and terrible timing. That feels like something I could have said. That's too close to home. He left. Said life at the ryokan wasn't romantic enough. Shame, I looked very good in an apron. What about you? Surely even white taggers have a romantic phase. He sets his cup down and pauses. Come on, boss, give me something. There was someone. Now we're getting somewhere. Someone, huh? That's all I get? You did not offer a name either. Fair, but mine didn't leave behind some fancy handmade gifts like calligraphy or a tiger figurine. It seems like that one got a reaction. You've been snooping, it seems. I manage an inn, so I don't snoop, dear. I uncover. What was she like? She liked quiet places. Then she would have hated me. She would, but I wouldn't. My, dangerous choice of words. That was quite a bold statement, boss. Interpret it however you wish. But you deflected from my original question. Of course, I didn't mean to pry, boss. I'm above that. But I was just wondering if I should be jealous of a ghost with good taste. Jealousy would be pointless. So is resisting me, and yet here we are. She has more confidence in her body than I have in mine. She has more confidence in her little pinky finger than I have in my whole body, is what I mean to say. We finish our tea in silence. Well then, that's enough honesty for one cup. Agreed. Let him keep his secrets. For now. The end of the demo, guys! We did it! We did it! This was very cute. She's an old lady with a lot of confidence. I think when you are old, you just stop giving a crap about what people think. So I would definitely understand. Now, I know this might not be everybody's cup of tea as a game, but I'm going to share with you this little link in case you want to wishlist this game.